I'm Giovanni, and welcome back to Salt and Pepper Pickleball, where we serve up that good old pickle and pasión. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. All right, friends, today we're diving into the Selkirk Era Elongated. Now, before I start this review, I have to say that I have never been a true fan of Selkirk. I've tried the Lux, I've tried some of their other lines, the Invictas, the Vanguards from the past, and honestly, I was just not a fan of their paddles, but let's see if that opinion changed. So this is gonna be an elongated shape at 16.5 inches long. The core thickness here is 16 millimeters, and then the width is 7.45 inches. This also comes in a wide body shape as well, even though I haven't hit it yet. The stock weight on this came in at 8.1 ounces, but then I modded it up to 8.7. I actually put some of Pickleball Effects silicone weights right here on the two corners, and it's the 0.5 gram per inch. And what I did was, I think I did 2.5. Yeah, I did 2.5 inches of tungsten tape here. And then I also put an edge guard on it, and I also put an overgrip, which hopefully everybody knows that also increases the weight of your paddle as well. So that leads me to the grip length. The grip length measured from the butt cap all the way to where the tape meets the actual throat of the paddle was 5.8 inches long. Then the grip circumference is going to be that happy 4.25. Actually, a friend of mine did the swing weight and the twist weight on this, and I actually got it right where they said it was going to be, which is kind of crazy, which is that 118 has a 118 swing weight, and then it's the twist weight of 6.6. So the face on this is actually a CFC layup. It's going to be carbon fiber, fiberglass, and then carbon fiber again, and it's that T700 raw carbon fiber. And what that's going to do is it's supposed to help enhance the velocity and the spin of the ball. And then what they did was they put low density foam around the edge of the paddle to increase stability and to create a more forgiving sweet spot. So once I got this in the mail, I love the look of the paddle. Just a nice, clean black and white paddle. I did have like a white overgrip on this, and you can definitely see that it was like a classy paddle. But this paddle actually does come in quite a few different colors. Like, it initially came out with the black and the white, and then it came out with like a black and a blue. But since then, they've actually also come out with a purple, blue, and a green for different colorways. Then with this being an elongated paddle, which means you're getting extra reach, for me, that's clutch at the kitchen line, and also when I'm being stretched out wide. It feels like you've actually got an extra inch or two of wingspan to mess with when you're out there and you're at the kitchen. The handle is a little on the longer side too, at that 5.7 inches, which means that for your two-ease, I mean, you have more than enough room. So if I didn't want to do my golf grip that I love to do, I mean, I could easily put two hands on here with no issues. Feels really nice and super comfortable there. Now the big question, does this lean more power or control? Honestly, it kind of threads the needle. It's got plenty of pop for drives and overheads, but I didn't feel like I was actually like spraying balls everywhere. And my favorite part of hitting was my overhead. I mean, look out, felt great. You know what I mean? If anything, the control is what surprised me the most, especially on resets. It doesn't feel jumpy or overly stiff because of the fiberglass like some elongated paddles can. Sweet spot wise, yeah, it's a little narrower than your traditional shape. Typically, they're normally 7.5, but this one being at 7.45, you're not losing anything. It feels really good in your hands. You don't feel like, even though it hits the sides, like it's twisting crazy in your hands or anything like that. And the sweet spot is actually pretty big. But once I added the 2.5 inches of the silicone tape to this paddle, I actually felt like the sweet spot moved from here just down just a little bit more, and that really opened this up to no more misfires and uncontrolled like what the heck shots. because without the weight, I felt like I was actually kind of hitting the back fence. I wasn't able to like really paint that baseline like I love to do. Now, if you're used to wide body paddles, it might take a second to adjust to this paddle. And once you find that sweet spot, it's really consistent. Miss hits aren't super punishing either, with the foam added to the edges of the paddle. And I gotta say, Selkirk did a really nice job here. And let's talk spin. The Era's surface grabs the ball nicely. I wasn't out there turning into Rafa Nadal or anything, but topspin rolls, slices, especially those nasty serves, I found out really quick that yeah, this paddle can definitely hang. Selkirk said they built this paddle solid, and they weren't lying. The whole paddle just feels premium. The edges feel tight, no weird buzzing or loose bits, and after playing with it for over a month, it still looks super clean. I mean, look, still super clean. So who's this paddle gonna be for? I'd say if you want a little extra reach and you love mixing in your two-handed backhands or your two-handed volleys and want a nice balance of control with some sneaky power, the Selkirk Elongated is going to treat you well. And it definitely has changed my mind and my opinion about Selkirk. I mean, in the beginning, I just didn't like it. I saw it everywhere, those flat pancake paddles and like the ones with the hole in it, like the Lux and the older Invicta Airs and things like that. And I couldn't mesh well with it. And I did try them out, but honestly, I guess I must have been doing something wrong because I hit a lot of balls where that arrow cutout was. So yeah, it just wasn't the paddle for me. But honestly, this paddle has brought me back to the brand. So if you're all about the widest sweet spot possible, you might want to look at the Era wide body. But the sweet spot on this is definitely not the smallest I have ever played with. So don't think that I'm saying that it's extremely small. I'm just saying that you need to make sure you practice and you get a feel for the paddle. But honestly, this paddle is going to feel like a solid premium upgrade, and it's currently selling for $200. And to add to this paddle is actually wife approved and actually wife stolen, because this is now my wife's main paddle. She took this over the Proton Series 3. All right, y'all, that's my take on the Selkirk Era Elongated. What do you guys think? Are any of you guys already using it? Please let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions, please just feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. And hey, if you're enjoying these reviews, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that way we can keep these pickleball conversations going. Until next time, you guys, don't forget to keep dinking, keep laughing, and keep playing pickle with pasión.